Welcome to this overview of the Symfony extension for PHPEdit that will be available with version 3.2. Let's start by creating a new project. With this new version, you can now choose the type of project you wish to create. Depending on the type of project, the wizard will offer different settings. For a Symfony project, you can specify the applications and the work environments you want to use. To provide a better quality contextual help for the Symfony tasks, PHPEdit needs to install a Symfony plugin in your project. This adds a new task, list.xml, that lists all the available tasks in XML. The installation of the plugin is what you need to confirm here. Generally speaking, PHPEdit doesn't modify a project without you knowing about it. Our Symfony project is now visible in the Solution Explorer with all of its contents. Some nodes of the tree have a little mark on the top right with a Symfony logo. This means that this item has a particular role in your project. It's the case for the project, the applications, and the actions, for example. For each of the environments you have created in your project, an associated controller has been created. Your project is active. You can now start working on it without further configuration. In addition to the Solution Explorer, you can visualize in a synthetic manner the structure of your Symfony project thanks to a new doc, the Symfony Project Explorer. This doc shows the applications, actions, components, templates, and plugins of your project and gives you a quicker access to the different items. From this Project Explorer, you can rapidly change the active environment and access the Symfony tasks usually accessible from the command line. Depending on the active node, the most probable tasks will be available in the first level, like Propel Build All Load and Generate Module here. Shortcuts are available on the toolbar to create a new application, a new module, or to clean the cache. When you execute a task, a dialog offers you to define all the parameters of the task and to read the associated documentation. Mandatory parameters are displayed in bold, and values known by PHPEdit, like the environment and the application, are filled automatically. As you define values for the parameters of the task, the command line that will be executed in background is displayed. The menu giving you access to the Symfony tasks is also available in the Solution Explorer. Let's create a new module named MyModule in the front-end application. Files are automatically created in the project, and the Symfony Project Explorer shows a module with the index action created by Symfony. Let's check that the module is functional by running the debugger. PHPEdit analyzes your routing file to link your actions to the URL to use to display the corresponding page. In our case, several routes are available for our action. We need to choose the one we want to use. If the route doesn't require additional parameters, the page is displayed and the debugging session can start. Every variable can be inspected, and you can do step by step to control the execution of your action. We are going to create a little database to present to use the other features offered by the IDE. As you can see, PHPEdit highlights the syntax of YAML files, allowing you to visualize the roles of the different keywords and the indenting levels of the different parts. The more your code is indented, the darker is the green indentation. You can also collapse parts of your code to help you focus on the relevant parts. We are going to create an object in our data model to illustrate the help offered by PHPEdit while developing your project. Let's generate the associated classes and initialize the database. While running a task, you can watch the details of the execution by double-clicking on it. If the execution was successful, the task disappears from the list. Let's add a new action, Article View Last, in our module. When you create a new action, PHPEdit offers you to create the associated methods and templates at the same time. For each template, a new file in the templates directory will be created, and each method will be added to the actions.class.php file. Let's check that the action is working. The route corresponding to our action requires additional parameters. You can specify them and have PHPEdit merge the different values. A preview of the URL is displayed as you type the values of the parameters. You can quickly jump from a template to the corresponding code using the contextual menu and choosing Jump to Action. We are going to add an example object to the database. Now we are loading it in our database and implementing our action article view last. You can access the templates associated with this action in several ways, from the Symfony Project Explorer or using the quick links. To use the quick links feature, place your cursor on the name of the method corresponding to your action. A green mark will appear. This mark gives you access to an icon and a contextual menu. The icon is a shortcut for the first action in the list. PHPEdit helps you while coding by offering you a list of available variables. We have access to all the predefined Symfony variables and the variables we publish in the code of the corresponding action, like article in our case. PHPEdit also offers cascading completion of methods associated to these objects, as long as your code is well documented. You can start a debug session from your template. You can access the URLs previously used using the contextual menu next to the Run button. We are going to create a new route to get a nicer URL for our action. When running a new debug session on our action, the new rule is automatically detected and we can choose it in the list. And we are going to redirect the index action to our action using this route. The same way quick links gives you access to your templates from your actions, for routes it gives you the quick access to their definitions in the routing.yml file and to their target action. In addition to these features, you can easily access the Symfony documentation from the help doc. A local version of the documentation is present if you don't have an internet access, as well as quick links to different sources of documentation for every version of Symfony. Thank you for your attention. We are hoping that this presentation will make you want to try these features by yourself and improve your productivity and development comfort with Symfony. Download your evaluation copy now.